It's always a party at Patchworks. Let's get this party started. Woot, woot. Hi, everyone. This is Julie from Patchworks, and I am so excited that you're joining us for another Must Sew TV tonight here at Patchworks. So we're coming at you a little bit later on Thursday, November 10th, 2022, from our shop here in Elm Grove, Wisconsin. Tonight we are going to be talking about our Blocks of the Month programs that we have going on right now, and then we're going to give you just a wee preview of the programs that we have scheduled to first start in 2023. And you know what? I just came back from Quilt Market, so there's a few other things that I want to share with you, and who knows what else we'll talk about. So make sure to like, comment, share, add some comments here, and I'll make sure to be able to respond and answer any questions that you might have had during our broadcast. All right, so let's get started and look at our Block Bonanza blocks. So looking overhead, we have Tammy's gorgeous binder here for our Block Bonanza blocks. So Block Bonanza is the 6.5-inch sampler set on point designed by Sarah J. We have been playing along all year with these gorgeous blocks, and tonight we are going to be talking about blocks 33, 34, 35, and 36. Whew, we have been getting a lot accomplished. So I am going to pull out Tammy's amazing blocks because I want to share them with you, but we can't reveal all the trade secrets, So this block here, this is block 33. And just as a recap, if you haven't tuned into these before, Tammy is using the Frankie fabric line from Basic Gray. And here she has used 3 beautiful fabrics. So she has fussy cut these gorgeous, gorgeous florals here for our squares. She also fussy cut this really cool kaleidoscope print that is also used in the half square triangles. Super fun, super easy. She dropped these off today so that I could share them with you, and she said that this particular set of blocks was so super fun and easy to make. Block 34 is a really great pinwheel action going on. So you can see here that Tammy chose to fussy cut or keep the direction of these particular blocks going so that all of the letters go in the same direction. You could choose to either do that, or what you could do is you could have them go in one direction. It could be a horizontal for each particular block so that when it spins around, and then when it sets on point, you can also see that. Now, I really love how she used this linear aspect of keeping the text in the same direction because, from far away, you may not see that it is text, and you may just see the linear design. So just looking at the linear design, when you look at it on point, it looks very geometric. So here another 3 fabric block where we have a fabric for our rectangles, a fabric for our pinwheels, and then a fabric for the outside of the flying geese block. Once again, a nice easy peasy block that goes together as a compound 4 patch. Block number 35, we are playing with these fussy cut flowers again. So this is a cool chain block here, and I love the fabric selection here, how we have these really bright chipper flowers. Can we have chipper flowers? I think we can. And you can see this super cute little bird in there. Oh, so we have these 4 patches in the corners, and then the 4 patch this is one of those things when you're working with small sampler blocks that sometimes you have to do a double check, because the 4-patch here, these outside blocks look larger, but after you piece them in, the squares look like that. So this is in fact the 4-patch how it should look when it is not incorporated into the sampler. And finally, for block 36, we have, oh, look at this, it's so cute. So we have 4 quadrants to this block, half square triangles, and squares on one side, and then here we have the 3 half square triangles, so it's sort of like a little basket. Super cute. So kind of an hourglass look in here, and then a basket here. Super, super cute. All 4 really nice. No 85 pieces required for these blocks this month. Looking ahead, we do have several more blocks to go, so we will be continuing with this, and then we're going to be doing our settings, and then finally putting it all together. Okay, so still have some more blocks to do. Let us know if what you are working on. We would love to see some show and tell. Make sure to include pictures of your finished blocks in our Patchworks Party, which is our Facebook group online. If you are not a Facebook member and would like to share some show and tell, send an email to Julie or Lisa at patchworks.com, and then we'll make sure to post them for you, because we would love to see you and all the blocks that you have made. All right, so that is Block Bonanza by the delightful Sarah J. Now remember Sarah J, because we're going to talk about her a little bit later today. All right, now what we're going to do is I am going to share with you the Toes in the Sand blocks that we have been putting together, and they're actually, Frank, can you quick grab them? They are behind on the sewing table. I have Frank helping me out tonight, making sure that all the camera angles are in the right spot, as well as grabbing little things for me so I can share all the goodies with you. So Toes in the Sand, we've been working on that all this year, which features the Tulip Pink fabric. It's a 10th anniversary edition of the Toes in the Sand pattern book from Julie Herman of Jaybird Quilts. Julie Herman, if you have not already joined her Facebook group, oh my goodness, she does all these amazing tutorials, which also live on her YouTube channel. And she has a new Sew Delight. And Frank, we have that Delight pattern coming, and it's finally back at the distributors. And so it should be here shortly. And in there, she's going to be talking about doing some fussy cutting hexagons from here. But we are going to talk about our block 11 from Toes in the Sand. And Frank, let's take a look overhead. And so this particular block, so we always make 2 different blocks for the month. If you are making the queen size, you would make 2 each of these blocks. With the fabric pack that we provide to Block of the Month members, Jackie had gone ahead and put her blocks together, and she said she was able to get both out of the single pack that we gave. So she was all set and didn't have to add anything. So she's really using that fabric efficiently. But we do not guarantee that you're going to get all the blocks for 2 sets of them out. So we are using some solids and then fabric from Daydreamer by Tulip Pink. And I love, love, love how these go together. And using the hex and more ruler, you know, Julie Herman just does a really amazing job with her engineering of getting things to go together simply and easily. So this week that Delight Quilt Along is starting, and she's going to be using the Moon Garden fabric. That Moon Garden, we just got our delivery at the end of last week. If you look online, you might see that a couple of the items appear sold out. Go ahead and make sure that if you had wanted any of those, to go ahead and order those. We did allow our yardage that we have reorders on order and in transit to be back ordered. So go ahead, and if it says restocking soon, go ahead and reorder that so that we can hook you up with that fabric. We got what, half of the boxes today that were to be delivered, and then cross your fingers that FedEx has the other boxes to be delivered in this shipment tomorrow. And then after that, we have another back order coming that's still in the warehouse in the Carolinas that will be coming this way. So we made sure that we could have lots and lots and lots of Moon Garden coming. All sorts of exciting fabrics. We love to see your progress with the toes in the sand as well, so make sure to share those with the Facebook Patchworks party as well. So those are the two main blocks of month that we had started with earlier in the year. We've added a couple in there. So I'm going to grab my pack that we've been playing along with the butterfly quilt. With the butterfly quilt, I have an informal sewing session on many Tuesdays from my sewing room at the house. Let me grab my progress pouch. So I keep all of my goodies in my Tula Pink Zebra project pouch. You can too. We have these project pouches available. And if you saw the Moon Garden project zipper pouches coming, we have those on order. They are expected late November, early December. Hopefully. We were among the first to get our orders in at Quilt Market, so that's super awesome. Make sure you write in the comments if you want to be notified when they arrive, because while we ordered a ton, you know, it's not an unlimited amount. And if 8 billion of you want them, well, then I'll make sure to put in a backup order as well. So the butterfly quilt, this is a super amazing quilt. And this is the second version of the pattern that was released by Tula Pink. In here, we have the instructions for putting the blocks together. Also, there is the color reference of half of the butterfly, as well as a coloring sheet if you wanted to choose your own adventure. So I know that we have people playing along with us who are choosing their own adventure, and then there's others that have bought the kit and are maybe just subbing a piece here or there. Frank, can you just grab, there is a kit right up there. And so we have kits available that we can sell. It may say that it is sold out on the website just because we've been assembling them to order. We had been waiting for a couple of pieces, but we have them here now. And so the fabric kit is $199.99. That would have everything that you need to make the quilt top and binding. The quilt finishes 88 by 94, so that is a really nice bed quilt. It doesn't have side borders, so if you had wanted to make it larger, there is room to make it just a titch bigger. The other thing that a couple of you have asked for that we would be able to do for you, I just don't have the price off the top of my head, is to kit it without the background and then the top and bottom border. So just all the guts. So we can absolutely do that for you as well. Just let us know. And if you're thinking, you know what, Julie, I just haven't started it, and is it too far to, or is it too late to get started? No. We're going to be doing this into 2023. So it's not too late at all. So Frank, let's just take a peek overhead at some of the blocks that we've been putting together. So we had, this past week, we were doing some of the chunky stripes. I call them chunky stripes, the stripes. I had kind of skipped along with the stripes. So we have a couple different ones that it was an easy week. which is nice. Every now and again we need an easy week, right? The fun thing that we were playing along with here is that, see these really cool, the positioning of the palms dots here? So you could play that you fussy cut them and wanted to arrange them. You also could cut them so that they were every which way. And alternately, you could do it so that you fussy cut so that the center was positioned differently. Now, if we look at the cover photo here, you can see that Tula did not worry about placement of those dots. She just used the fabric however it came off of the bolt as she cut it. So I guess I was a little obsessive compulsive by trying to make sure that all of my dots were in alignment. But that's all right. It was fun. Other blocks that we have worked on are the chunky cross, the small, this one here, this is the intersection block, the large cabin, and here we also had fussy cut this dot as well so that when it is pieced in, you can just see the little dot. How fun is that? So you can make the quilt your own. You can have lots of fun. I know that we're having lots of fun with it, and it is something that I'm slowly sewing along, and I don't give any homework. So hop on in. I know that a few of you have gone way above and beyond because I'm going too slow for you. So if I'm going too slow, by all means, just keep on going. And we even have a couple people joining us from afar that are tuning in just so that we can all hang out together in the sewing room on those Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock until we feel like being done. All right, and of course, as we get into the holiday season, we might be missing a couple of these weeks because, well, it's the holiday season and we all have other commitments that we need to go to. So that is our butterfly quilt. We do have patterns, kits, all those goodies available for you. Then, as if that weren't enough, we've been playing along with Sherry and Chelsea with their Home for the Holidays quilt along. So let me show you that. That is the Home for the Holidays book that I had Frank's grabbing a copy for us. Thanks, Frank. I'm sending him on wild goose chases tonight. He's just loving it. So we have this book in stock, and there are different projects in it. Thank you, Frank. So we have different projects in here, and then what Sherry and Chelsea have done is that they have decided to take one block from each of the projects and put it together in a sampler. They have, they're doing some added content where they're actually sharing on their site, and I'll link to that, where you can get the PDFs for how they are transforming them into the blocks to be able to use in the sampler block. All of the sampler blocks are finishing to 18 inches, which is giant, giant, giant blocks. So you can either make a sampler quilt, or what you can do is you can finish off the individual blocks and put them into, finish them off as little table toppers or as pillows, or you could put 3 of them together as a table topper or such. So I'm just going to show you my progress here. And so I think this here is like my favorite block. It has all sorts of half square triangles, and I made it a little scrappier than what Sherry and Chelsea had made theirs because I just wanted to use all of the yummy fabric. So I had started with a tower of the peppermint bark, and I think we made up a few more of those so that if you love, love, love this fabric, you can pick yours up. And then as my background, I used just a yummy, yummy, yummy grunge fabric. This was the first one here, and I love this one. And this is one where we added some borders in order to make it a 18-inch block. I love this guy here. And here I had changed this as well, and I chose 4 of the grunges in order to have very organized, matchy claws, right? That's a bear paw claw. Here we have these little star blocks, super, super fun. A scrappy rail here. A 9-patch chain. I'm probably going beyond. I'm probably showing you more blocks, but that's okay. I want to inspire you. You could have it every which way, but I like my trees facing the one direction. And then this one, this might be my favorite. Oh, did I say the half square triangles were my favorite? This might be my favorite. Look at this tree. I love this tree. So I could also see this tree being, you know, if you had a really contemporary quilt where you had a whole bunch of negative space, just background fabric, and then you just have a lone tree, like in the bottom third, off to the side. Wouldn't that be fun? So have lots of fun. Play with that. We have this book. It's a really awesome book from Martingale. And there are different projects in here to do that you can have full projects of any one of the single blocks, or you can just make 12 unique blocks that you put together in a sampler. Make sure to check out Sherry and Chelsea's different versions because they're making totally different quilts, totally different fabrics. One of them seasonal, one of them not. Just lots of fun. Check it out. All right, so let's see. Those are my samplers that we have started. We have 2 samplers that we're going to be talking about for 2023. One of them is the Glitter and Gleam by Sarah J. That's featuring grunge. It's really cool. I don't have my picture on my screen to share with you now. I just realized that. So be on the lookout for that. But those of you that are traditional piecers, you are going to love this. Love, love, love it. It's traditional piecing. It's shown in grunge. We'll be kitting it in grunge. You can also use your favorite fabric collection. So if you have either a stash at home that you want to use, or let's say you have your eyes on the beautiful new Rendezvous by Three Sisters, or the gorgeous Cinnamon and Cream by Fig Tree, or maybe Songbook 2 by Fancy That Design House. Those would all make gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous blocks into this sampler quilt that's a nice bed-size quilt. The other quilt that I'm going to share with you that has been all the talk of the quilt market has been the Queen of Diamonds, patterned by Pink Door Fabrics, fabrics by Tula Pink. So Frank, let's look overhead. So I was giddy and gleaming with joy. Is that it was giddy. I was giddy. I was screaming. I think you weren't here. You were outside when I opened the box that had this in here. So I got a Market swag box from Creative Retailer, which is one of the industry partners. And they put together a box of all sorts of really amazing things so that I can shop and buy all sorts of great stuff. And this is so exciting. I have block 1 of the Queen of Diamonds Block of the Month project that is going to start June of 2023. Now, I know that seems like really, really far away, but this is a super amazing, amazing project. And it's going to take a long time for some fabrics to get reprinted and for all of the packaging to happen. And so Free Spirit needs to know our commitments by the end of the month. I know, I can't even believe that. So anyhow, I wanted to introduce you to this. And so there's this really cool sticker that I got, sticker. And then this is how the fabric would come. So this would be block 1. And we have, look at all this fabric for this one block, okay? Like, look, it's all of this fabric. And it's using a combination of her different lines from the brand new Everglow, which has the neon, and that's going to be available next spring, to True Colors, to the new True Colors, to Daydreamer line. So just a whole bunch of like how you use her fabrics together, which is super awesome. So here you can see how much fabric comes, okay? Lots and lots and lots of fabric. So with this quilt, you get lots of fabric. You'll do some fuss, and then the papers are add-on, but I have the papers here because I'm super lucky. And then there is the pattern that will come with it. So for the pattern, I have a gorgeous pattern card here. The fun thing about this one is that Tula is going to be sewing along with us, which is super cool because, you know, sometimes the designers just talk about it. They don't sew along with it, but they're going to be sewing along with it. So this is 60 by 73.5. Look at all these amazing blocks. There are more than 12 blocks in here, so there will be some, they're working out how they're going to be presenting it, and I'm going to be getting the fabrics in 4 different chunks, so I'll be able to distribute that to you accordingly. And then something super revolutionary, they're going to be doing machine piecing these English paper pieced blocks together, which is also super cool. So, of course, if you wanted to hand piece all of it, you could, but I just wanted to share that with you. So let us know if this is something that is super exciting for you. We will be, we are definitely going to have some kits available, but we aren't going to have a billion available. So let us know if that sounds interesting. All right, so lots and lots and lots of fun stuff coming. But you know, you're like, Julie, that's really exciting that we're talking about next year, but let's just talk more about now. So I wanted to share with you some of the really fun stuff that I brought home with me, and then from Market. And then what we're going to do is I am just going to give you a little sneak peek of talking about some holiday stuff, because you know, it's turning into quilting season. And a lot of people have been coming in getting their holiday fabrics for decorating and gift giving, and I thought I should just give you a little taste of a section of that fabric. Sound good? All right. So I was shopping, and a lot of the stuff that I buy at Market isn't going to be here till next year. But some of the things that are here are some of the patterns and things that I shop for. Some of them might not be new to the world, but they're new to us, and so I want to definitely share what we have. So Frank, let's take a peek overhead. And one of the really amazing things that we were excited to bring back was Zootropolis 2. So remember Zootropolis, that really fun applique quilt that Lisa built all of the different blocks for? Oh, this is so fun. So this is brand new from Sassafras Lane Designs, and I brought a few home with me. We'll of course be getting many, many, many. The other fun thing that I thought was exciting is that at their booth at Market, they were sharing Zootropolis 1 animals with Zootropolis 2 animals. So, you know, if a setting like them riding on a bus or them in a hotel like they were in the first one isn't quite your style, you can put them in a more traditional setting and still have all the great fun of the animals coming out of the blocks in a more dimension. So super fun. And the other thing that's really crazy is that there's all these different add-ons. So I think I posted on our Facebook shark eating fries, and someone said, is that a shark eating fries? And I said, why, yes. And they were like, why? And I said, why not? So see, you can have your animals eating fries, or maybe you just need to have fries. Wouldn't that be fun? Just a placemat with fries? That'd be kind of fun. All right, so that is Zootropolis 2. We have those in store. The other thing that's brand new from Sassafras Lanes is Danny's Dinos. Dinosaurs! I love dinosaurs. They're so cute. So we have a whole bunch of dinosaur fabric that you can use with this, or of course you can just use textured solids to do this. These turn into 40 by 54 inch completed quilts, and there are 4 different dinosaurs and a full alphabet included, so that you can name your dinosaurs. You can put the names. So let's say you wanted to make a dinosaur for Frank. You could say T-Rex Frank, or maybe you're calling it Frankosaurus. You just never know. Okay, but you have that full alphabet so that you can do that. What else did I bring back? Well, remember I said Sarah J. You're just going to want to remember Sarah J. Well, Sarah J., we talked about, she has a really cool pattern coming out that I don't have a picture to show you. That's going to be the quilt along for 2023 with grunge. But we also have here, she has a few designs. So this is Radiant Ribbons, and that is really nice. So we have that in stock right now. This is a gorgeous quilt. So she's a great pattern writer. Lots of fun stuff. We have some new fabric lines that came in, and so here are some patterns that came along with it. So Songbook, a new page that we have in store just right now. We have the rainbow quilt as well as Blessings Flow quilt. We have those patterns in for your shopping pleasure. A new Create Joy project. This is a very interesting traditional basket quilt. I love how we have the different kinds of baskets here, and I love these triangles here to be able to show off the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful florals without chopping them up too much. So that's super awesome. We also have Puzzle. This is a great one. I believe it's shown with one of the newer fabrics that just came in. This is just the solid cover, and so you can imagine in any fabrics that you like. Super awesome. Jen Kingwell is sharing she debuted some brand new fabric that's going to be shipping next year, next June, but she also shared that she has some new foundation papers because not everyone likes to template sew. So she has put together some really amazing, and this is closed here so I can't quite show you, but there's 90 sheets in here for this block, and she uses really great newsprint here that's easy to remove, and I love that the ability, because I would be more of a foundation paper piecer than a template piecer, so that is really exciting. And the table runner that went along with this that we saw at market was amazing. So if you saw that picture and said, how can I make it? This is the tool that you need. And I would imagine that you'll be seeing more of these papers coming up in the future from us. We have finally hopped onto the Funky Friends Factory Frenzy. So these are the stuffed animals that Teresa Coates from Shannon Fabrics uses a lot. And Tula had showcased a whole bunch of animals here. Frank, can you grab the bear? So I came home from market with the Ben the Beginner Bear, which she shared was the easiest way to get started in making stuffed animals. So I thought, you know what? Let us just share the easiest way to get started, because I don't know, I haven't sewn that much in 3D. Have you sewn that much in 3D? So here, let's look ahead at my little bear. So this came all the way from Australia. Can you believe it? Super, super, super cute. And so you can make one of these really fun bears. And this is made in a cotton print, okay? You could absolutely use cuddle or such like Teresa does, but I was more thinking that we just needed to have them so that we could we'll just learn how to do this, and then we can make them in whatever substrate that we like. So this has been the Beginner Bear. We have them in stock right now, And if you think these are super exciting, we can get some more animals so that you can make a whole frenzy of stuffed fuzzies. How does that sound? Sounds great. Also, as we head into needing all sorts of fun little stocking stuffers and such, we have the unicorn head straight pins and the 6-inch stiletto back in stock. In Cape World, we have this super cool, and I think I need to figure out what this is. So it's a needle threader and thread cutter, but it has flexible, I think we have to look at this. Oh my goodness, this seems exciting. Okay, Frank, let's look overhead. So Cave has a bunch of notions as well. And so this here, this is just like a needle threader, right? Okay, your basic needle threader. But look, there's a light. That is cool. So you have a light here. I don't know if you can replace the battery or not, but I mean, I just think, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Okay, so you have a flashlight with the needle threader. And then here on the side here, there's a little blade, so you're able to cut your thread, okay? So it's an all-in-one. You get 2 of these together for the very reasonable price of $8.99. So depends. You can either give 2 to your friend, or you can keep 1 for yourself and give 1 to a friend. Keep them all. So 2 different colors, $8.99, and they come in a 2-pack. Cool. All right, other new things for our that came from market. Frank, let's look. Oh, so here, this is really exciting. We got some card patterns from Purple Pineapple Studio. So Purple Pineapple Studio, she is Wisconsin designer, pattern designer, and we got 12 of her best-selling patterns to try out, and we're working on securing a date to have her here for a designer meet and greet. That would be really, really, really exciting. I love, love, love that these patterns are $3.50 and just simple, basic patterns, but the thing about it is that you don't have to do the math, and I love that. So they are listed on our website already, as well as in stock here. So you can see all those. And then her newest design here is this pattern called, I'm probably going to butcher it, it's called Triangelo. So it's a triangle pillow that you can use to hold your gadgets or use to hold a book. It also could be used if you needed to help propping up your arms and such. But that is super fun, and you can make it with either fat quarters or yardage. So check these out. They're going to be in the front window area. And also, because I had a little bit of room left in this display, I decided to put in, look at this, look what shipped. Some Tula webbing. Super exciting. We have some Tula webbing here. We're going to be getting more colors, but this is the one that shipped. Let us know what you think. This is the 1-inch. I know there's also 1.5-inch available, but this was the first one that shipped. We also have all of the amazing Moon Garden. Yeah, so we have the pre-cuts, and then we also have yardage for that. So I'm just going to put this back so that we have a little bit more room to talk. All sorts of great quilt kits that you want to come in and check out. For other gift giving, I have just a couple of these left. The By the Yard wall calendars, which is super cool. And then I have the Fancy That Design 2023 tea towel. Only a couple of these left, I believe. Really cool, very inspirational, match the fabric. And the Songbook 2 fabric just arrived today, or yesterday, this week. It arrived this week and it is on the floor today. So that's really exciting. It is online as well, so you can scoop it up before it heads out. I said that we started quilting season, and it is, time to start thinking about your holiday sewing. So I have some countdown calendars, advent calendars for you, as well as Karen stitched up this Stacy East Shoes really awesome nativity scene here. So Frank, let's take a peek overhead at this. Let's move this away. So this is Joyful Joyful. We do have some yardage for this. And then the panel is 36 by 60. It is $13.99. That's a really great value. Huh. All right. I would have expected it to be more. So you'll just need to add in, she used SF 101 for the interfacing. She added Velcro. And then for her, so this SF 101 gives really great stability here. And then one more. And then we have the whole scene here. So you have the angel. Oh, and she used some, oh, you got to see this. She used some metallic thread in here. Oh my goodness. And did really great stitching. So she used some, I think she used a little bit of batting, and then she used some poly pellets. So this is Gabriel, and then we have here, so we have the wise men. Oh, that's Joseph. Here's a wise man. And she had so much fun doing some detail stitching in here, playing along. You wouldn't have to be as fussy and do all this detail, but you can do that and more if you'd like. And I really like how there are weight to these with the combination of the stuffing and the poly pellets. So the poly pellets mean that it's non-allergenic, and then and give it weight. Donkey. Wise man. Oh, he's a shepherd. He's a shepherd. Then we have our Joseph and Mary. Little baby Jesus. And then we have the camel as well as some sheep. So love, love, love the detail. We have yardage you could use as well. I know a lot of times we do not have religious themed items here. However, for Christmas, this seemed absolutely appropriate. So if you had a wee one who was looking for this, I think this is a fabulous, fabulous project. So thank you, Karen, for making and sharing with us. That is super awesome. For other countdown, or for other themes for the young ones in your life, we have 5 Advent or countdown calendars in stock. So on a more traditional basis, we have the Merry Christmas calendar here. So the way that these work, Frank, let's look forward. So these are super cool. These are the easiest to make. So it's a 24-inch panel, and what you do is you fold these up to make pockets, okay? So it folds up to make something about this big. You fold and sew the pockets, sew down vertically, and then you can sew it on a backing. Decorate as desired. Don't need to decorate much at all. You can use some lightweight polyester batting to hold it all together. So we have this one here. We have Santa's Tree Farm. Let's look overhead again, Frank. So we have Santa's Tree Farm here. So a little bit of Santa and some more juvenile motifs. We have the Yappy Christmas Advent Calendar. So this one, you are actually doing a bit more stitching and you're actually creating pleated pockets to put on, and you're sewing it row by row on there. A little bit more sewing, very, very cool. This one has the dogs on it, super cute. And this is $8.99. The other two were $8.99 as well, so all three of these $8.99. This one here, this is a little bit larger. This is you create the ornaments, the Grinch ornaments that you then would tack on to the tree. And you could have the Grinch quilt him up. You could also put him as the center panel for a quilt. So let's look at this guy here up in front here. So this is an ample panel, okay? And you can see here that you really could just use this side as a really cool center or of a panel. You could also use it as a door panel. And if you wanted to turn it into the countdown, you would put in either buttons or some Velcro or something to be able to attach your ornaments as you put them on. And you could stitch these together as ornaments and stuff them, or you could simply cut them out and stick them on felt or something. However detailed you want it to go, this would be super fun. This piece is a little bit larger, it's $11.99. And then the most ample for the biggest treats is the Sarah Watts Christmas Countdown panel. And here in this project sheet, you have the countdown calendar. You also have enough to make bunting and a plush pillow characters. So these little characters here, super, super cute. And I could even imagine, I don't know, making this for, I will just say I was going to say a sewing friend, but you could make it for yourself and like just surprise yourself. You could get like 25 amazing quilty things. I don't know. Someone at Patchworks could hook you up with some like 25 different presents that you could give to yourself. It could be very fun. All right, so this is really cool, and it has all the different projects in it, including her full size. I mean, like, look at this cat. He's just amazing. All right, so really fun. Those are the great Christmas projects that I have to just kind of get you thinking, get you started. Before we head out, I did just want to share with you our new fun things that we have in our front foyer. And the light is still on, so it's fabulous. I'm just going to quick grab this so that we can take a quick walk. So, Frank, can we take a quick walk here? All right, so we're walking on through. Oh, we're looking at Mary's beautiful block Bonanza quilt. Oh, it's so gorgeous. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Below we have our moon garden. As I said, we're getting more. But Cheer and Merriment quilt, we still have a few box kits remaining, and that is from Fancy That Design House as well. Super beautiful. We have yardage of that. And then we just set out all of these amazing fabrics. So we have Rendezvous by Three Sisters. We have the new Songbook, A New Page with a little bit of color-wise. Look at this. Isn't that amazing how the Ruby Star Society just blends with all of these traditional prints? So beautiful. We have our Cinnamon and Cream by Fig Tree with the super, super cute Francesca box kit. We have the Bird Song by Gingerbread. And then we have the gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous Pansies Posies by Robin Pickens. Gorgeous. So I've been bringing in, that I've been sharing with you, patterns that go with the fabric collections, give you different inspirations of how to use these gorgeous fabrics. always, let us know if there's anything that you see or things that you have questions on, because we'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. So Frank, let us look at, so we are going to have another Fabulous Friday Fabric Frenzy event. We still have our Halloween 30% off, and I might have to check. Frank might have left those boutique deals still happening, so you might want to check those. We have a really fun one set up for tomorrow, and that is a little bit more short-lived of what that event is going to be, so you're going to want to always check the front page of our website for that Fabulous Friday Fantastic Frenzy or something like that. Really exciting. It's a tongue twister. It's a tongue twister for sure. But lots and lots and lots and lots of new fabric in store and on the way. So you'll want to make sure to hop in soon or hop on our website to check it out. So I'd like to thank you for tuning in tonight a little bit later. As always, happy quilting, and we'll see you soon.